Border update. This information is accurate as of June 2025. Update on border closure. The border remains completely closed to asylum seekers. At this time, there is no legal way for asylum seekers to receive appointments to cross the border or legally enter the U.S. at all. There is no way to pay to legally cross the border. If someone says they can help you cross the border legally in exchange for payment, it is a scam and they are attempting to steal your money. If you choose to cross the border without permission, you could be detained in an immigration prison, deported to your home country, or deported to a different country where you have no connection. The government has been attempting to remove migrants to South Sudan and Libya. Migrants have also been removed to Panama and Costa Rica. At this time, there is no way to know where the government might try to deport someone to. Update on CBP-1 parole. If you entered the U.S. via CBP-1 and received notice of cancellation of parole, make sure you speak to an attorney. If you have a court date in immigration court, you are not required to leave the country. Instead, you should continue to follow all instructions from the court and attend all scheduled hearings. If you have applied for an immigration benefit, you most likely are able to stay in the U.S. while your application is in process. However, you should confirm with an attorney. Update on $1,000 stipend for self-deportations. In May, the Trump administration began saying that they would offer $1,000 to migrants who use the CBP home application to self-deport. Many immigration lawyers and organizations view this offer as an extremely deceptive trap. If you are considering self-deportation, you should speak with a trusted immigration lawyer before making a decision. While the Trump administration claims this is a safe and dignified way for people to leave the country, the reality is that there are legal consequences for many people that could make it impossible or extremely difficult to ever return to the U.S. There are reports of people who have self-deported and have not received the $1,000, and for those that do receive it, it is given in the form of a debit card, not cash. Update on temporary protected status for Afghans and Venezuelans. Temporary protected status, or TPS, for Venezuelans has been partially revoked. There is a pending lawsuit regarding ending TPS for Venezuelans. We will provide more information soon. TPS for Afghans is set to terminate July 14, 2025. There is a pending lawsuit regarding TPS for Afghans. We will provide more information soon. Update on Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan, Venezuelan parole. CHNV parole was a specific parole process that began in 2023 and granted humanitarian parole to certain individuals from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, allowing parole status for up to 2 years and the ability to apply for a work permit as well as any other immigration benefit they may have been eligible for, such as asylum or family-based benefits. This parole program has officially been terminated as of May 30, 2025. Meaning that individuals who entered with parole under this program have lost their parole status and may not have any legal status if they are not eligible for a different form of immigration relief. Update on ICE arrests to court dates. In May, ICE began detaining some immigrants who appeared for their hearings at immigration court and whose cases were dismissed by the court. These arrests seem to be targeting individuals who cross the border and have been in the U.S. for less than 2 years. During these hearings, government attorneys would ask the judge to dismiss the case, and if the judge agreed, ICE officers outside the courtroom would quickly arrest the individual and put them into expedited removal proceedings. When someone is placed into expedited removal proceedings, this means they will be quickly deported unless they are able to pass a credible fear interview. It is important to understand that there is a risk of being detained at court, that if you do not go to your scheduled hearings, you will receive what is called a removal order in absentia, which could result in ICE detaining you elsewhere, such as your home or job. If you have a court date, you should make a plan with your family for what to do if you are detained. If possible, you should try to find an attorney. Update on ICE raids in LA. Aggressive ICE raids began in Los Angeles on June 6 when armed ICE officials began arresting individuals all over the city, including at work sites. There have been hundreds of people arrested in the LA ICE raids so far, some of whom have already been deported. Others have been disappeared to ICE detention centers. The locations of where they are being detained are unknown because ICE does not always update their online locator system. People began standing in solidarity with immigrants and protesting against ICE in LA. These protests have spread across the entire country. Trump chose to escalate the situation by using violence against protesters and deploying multiple federal agencies, such as the National Guard. Immigration and border policy is changing quickly. This information is current as of June 2025. In solidarity, al otro lado.